Hey guys, a very good morning and welcome to another daily market outlook. So I've started to think for a very long time and I'm doubting if this is the right way forward for the channel to keep on uploading these daily market outlooks. I want to maybe focus more on educational videos to increase the value of what you guys are watching just a little bit slightly more. So let me know what you think about that. A more focus on let's say educational content, or do you prefer the focus to be on the daily market outlooks, or should I maybe just only post the daily market outlooks inside the free Discord? Let me know what your thoughts are, and with that said, let's dive in and start off with EURUSD. So EURUSD push down lower, obviously as we pretty much expected. If we just quickly once again zoom out in towards the daily, you guys also know just as well as me that this is our daily swing high and this is our daily swing low. So this is the impulse down and this is the 1, 2, 3 correction before we expect kind of like that further followed through in towards the downside. So we know that the daily is bearish. Then we go in towards the 4 hour. And what do we see on the 4 hour? Well, the 4 hour is bullish, of course, from this low in towards this high. But if we draw in the premium versus discount tool, what we can then see is that we were, right, until just now, inside premium. So we were above the 50% mark, meaning that it's a good point to sell. How did we know that it was a good point to sell? Well, because let's say this is the impulse up, we do have that internal trend, right, with again a one high, a second high, and then a third high. And then we broke this overall swing low in towards the downside. We get the push down, we get the pullback in towards supply. And from there, of course, once again, we saw a push down. So at the moment, EURUSD is still looking good for further downside. Of course, as you just saw, we reached the 50% mark, which is about here of this overall swing leg. But I'll still be looking for further downside because I don't really see any obvious area of demand over here to our left, which is convincing me that we're ready to see a full-blown reversal in towards the upside, okay? For the rest, if we just quickly go back in towards the daily as well, you'll see that the daily fractal structure is also bearish. So this at the moment is your daily supply. So what I'm now looking at is to see, us push back in towards that daily area of supply, with this also being our fractal high, the high of this bearish candle. So this is the protected high. So ultimately what we're looking for is something like this to then see further sell-off back down, at least in towards, let's say, 107,400 approximately, okay? So that's EURUSD there then on the daily. Now looking at the 4 hour, I just want to follow the overall order flow. Is there a very clean area of supply? Not really. You can kind of look at these wicks as a 4 hour zone. And then, of course, the overall last buy before the sell as our second zone. So these are the two shorting opportunities that I'm looking for here on EURUSD to further sell off in towards the downside. Now, going in towards the dollar index has risen in price a bit earlier than I thought and anticipated. I thought we would be stuck in this range until Wednesday. But overall, we did push up higher. Now, obviously, looking to come in towards this supply zone and then see what will happen next. Are we going to start seeing a change in the overall structure and push back down again? Or are we just going to, keep on moving up higher? Quickly looking at the daily time frame over here, we can also see that we just want to see a little bit of those higher prices, meaning there's still some shorting opportunity on EURUSD. Why? Because dollar up means EURUSD down. Now, looking at Aussie dollar AUDUSD, we're starting to see a slowdown inside this area of demand, of course, also after that daily BOS. Looking here at the 4 hour, also the 4 hour BOS, are we ready to start moving up? We could. I mean, overall, I don't really like Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar is one of those pairs that does really wait for news to happen before it moves. So I'll mainly be staying out of this range until we break out in our direction and see some momentum kicking in again. If we start to see that we do indeed break out and we see this supply zone starting to fill, then I'll definitely start looking for those longs to trade it back up higher in an attempt for Aussie dollar to make a steeper pullback in towards the upside after that massive overextended move in towards the downside. So that's Aussie dollar. Going in towards pound dollar. So GBPUSD, again, pushed down lower, very nice, very beautifully in line with the order flow. So this 4 hour area of supply did its thing. It pushed price down lower again. Now, obviously, we've come in towards an area of demand. And straight away, you see that bullish reaction, which we've been calling for quite some time. So this could mean that pound dollar is ready for a reversal. Overall, a lot of liquidity being built up above these wicks and highs. So what I'm now looking to see is, can the 4 hour see a change of character? Then I'll be happy to look for a long up higher. So that's the game plan. Otherwise, this buy before the sell-off should just push price down lower once again. But as soon as we break this high, then I'll be looking for a long. Otherwise, keep on looking for those shorts because the daily could still push down lower. Obviously, looking at the daily internal, and this is, let's say, the swing leg, and you do premium versus discount, then you can obviously see that there's still some room left before we come back in towards there, in towards that gray zone, right? So there's still some room for it to fall if the overall order flow maintains its bearish stance. Now going in towards NZDUSD, what are we seeing there? Well, the low is still open. Preferably, I would want to see that get hit. Looking at the 4 hour, I'm not very interested in getting in any position here on NZDUSD. I'll personally just be waiting for this low to get swiped before looking for any potential long. Quickly looking at the 4 hour, by the way, or the daily, excuse me. We do have a fractal high over here. So we could take a risky long already if we break that daily fractal high, okay? So only if we break that fractal high will I be looking for a long. Still, again, it is a risky play because we still have liquidity open underneath this swing low. Last for gold, what are we seeing there? So we saw a full-blown reversal from that daily area of demand. So as we can see, we came in towards that daily supply and boom, we crashed down again. Now price is just fighting. So I definitely do expect us to move a little bit higher, at least back in towards this swing high of 2400. We should to at least grab liquidity above it if it's planning then to crash down again. So yeah, looking for those short-term longs this morning here on on gold. That's the game plan for myself. And yeah, that's it pretty much for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wish you a fantastic day and we'll speak soon.